Hey everybody, Kenny here, and as promised, this is the video about videography while traveling, podcasting, basically all the electronics that I travel with. And if you watched my last packing video, you saw that everything I own in my backpack is less than 15 pounds, and this includes everything that you're looking at now, which is my electronic setup for vlogging and making podcasts. The only thing not shown in that is this. My phone, it's Pixel 3a. I had to use that to take that video. And I'm about to go through everything right now and show you how I get by with this pretty minimal setup, but it's kind of a lot. I'm able to do quite a bit with it. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna break this down and start with cameras, then go to microphones and audio, then go to tripods and things like that, then basically tablet that I use, and storage, and then power, batteries and chargers, and then just miscellaneous adapters, necessary evil. All right, so let's start with the camera. I'm talking into the GoPro right now. The GoPro is awesome. This is the camera I like to use the most. It just takes the best video. I'm able to do underwater shots with it. I'm able to do quite a bit with just a small little form factor, so definitely recommend the GoPro. I have the Hero 8, they got the Hero 9 now, I'm sure the Hero 10 is coming down the road. Whatever, get whatever you can get your hands on. I think it's a pretty good deal for travel, and it's rugged, and the waterproof thing is a big deal, and time lapses are pretty cool. Also, obviously, phone, this is Pixel 3a, which is really good. You know, there's the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 5, there's iPhones, there's Samsungs. There's a lot of choices for really good cameras in phones right now, so just kind of pick the best one you can afford, pick the best one you like, and that gives you the ability to get multiple angles on things. Obviously, your phone is always on you. You might not always have your GoPro on you, so you can take videos on the fly really easily, obviously. The third camera that I have is actually a drone. I have the Mavic Mini. This is a little case that I made for it, and I thought maybe this would be a little excessive to have a drone, but I absolutely love it. It's really come in handy. I made this case out of the box it came in. It's kind of took a razor blade and trimmed it down, but it's just easy to travel with. But as you can see, really small. They now have the Mini 2, which is a little bit better and the exact same size. I think it's $50 more, but I have the original. Oh well, it's pretty cool. So this allows me to get aerial shots and all kinds of stuff. And actually, I use it for scouting out campsites and other non-video related stuff too. I mean, I use the video feed to do it, but really cool. Really ups the production value. And it's small. So this is the controller for it. So this takes up a little bit of room too, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it just to add that little extra element. Very, very cool. Along with that, I have 2 extra batteries. It lasts about 20 or 30 minutes up in the air, but it's good to have a couple extra batteries. Don't take up too much weight, and this, yeah, you'll wish you had these when you don't, if you run out of juice and you're really getting some good shots. So 2 extra batteries there. Along with that, came with some extra propellers in case they break. That doesn't happen yet. Some screws and this little screwdriver kind of deal, and I could probably break this down if I needed to. Just haven't done that yet. So that's pretty much it for cameras. I'll show you my tablet here soon, which technically has a camera on it that I could use, so I could have 4 different cameras going at once, but I don't really do that too often. Audio. So in terms of audio, the #1 mic that I use is one I'm wearing now, and I actually have 2 of them. This is the Rode smartLav, and you know those little coin machines you stick a quarter in, you get like a little toy? Yeah. I took one of those little balls and made like almost a pseudo little case just for the microphone, because I'll keep this in my pocket sometimes, and just in case I forget it's in my pocket, this just keeps it from getting crushed. So yeah, 2 Rode smartLav pluses. There'll be descriptions or there'll be links to all this stuff in the description of this video. So any of the things that I'm talking about, if they're available, there will be a direct link, if possible, in the description of this video. So check that out. Really great mic. The reason I have 2 of these is so I can do interviews either on camera or for the podcast. Really great. And honestly, if you wanted to be super minimalistic and still get great audio, I mean, you probably all know that the audio from the GoPro or your phone is not the best, so you want an external microphone. You could just have one of these and be super minimal and get a lot done. You could podcast with it, really. Do almost everything. But because I'm an audio nerd, I've got the 2 of them. I also have, this is the MOVO VXR10. It's a shotgun microphone. This is my best bet in the wind, or if I'm filming multiple people and I can just kind of point and pick up great audio. It's a shotgun mic, and that windscreen is obviously kick-ass, but it comes off, just looks like that, and I can mount it on a tripod, which I'm about to show you, and then there's this little cable for it so I can plug it into my phone or what have you. This is definitely the bulkiest one I have, and it's probably the one I'd get rid of if I was forced to get rid of one of the microphones that I have. But when it comes in handy, it really comes in handy. So, the last microphone is the Samson Go Mic. And this one I really don't use during filming, but this is my go-to for my podcast. I always use this microphone for the podcast. It just sounds the best. And it's small, as you can see. I'll link to this too on Amazon, and you'll see it comes with like a black clip case thing that's built into it, but I broke it off, and it's just like, it's really light without it, and I have other ways to clamp it onto the tripods and stuff. It uses mini USB, so I didn't have to, but I got this adapter mini to USB-C because most of my other gear is USB-C, so it just saves me from having an extra cable. And I'll go over the other cables and adapters I have as well. But I really like this mic. It just sounds great, and it's tiny. A little condenser. It's cool. Samson Go Mic. Let's see. Also in the realm of audio, I have this little guy, and this allows me to plug in one of the microphones here and then plug in USB-C to my phone. And because I have the Pixel 3a, I still have a headphone jack, so I don't technically need to do that, but it just sounds way better for some reason. It quiets it down so it doesn't distort. Might be a problem with the Pixel 3a, but if you have a higher end phone, you don't even have the option of a headphone jack, so you absolutely need this little cable in order to use those types of microphones. The other adapter I have, which is almost the same thing but it's proprietary, I'm looking at right now, is for the GoPro, and that adapter, you just have to get that in order to plug in external microphones to the GoPro, or get the media mod, which is bulkier and not worth it in my opinion. So, necessary evil, that's the other little adapter that's needed. I have a splitter, that way I can plug 2 of the lavalier mics into one input into my phone, for example. That's handy if I want to record an interview on the fly on just my phone. I also have 2 of these adapters, and this converts TRRS to TRS, and that's necessary in order to plug into the GoPro adapter or to plug into like a professional camera. So when I'm out with Nick filming the hopping backpacking beer adventure show, where he brings a lot more professional equipment with him, I'm able to plug in these smartLav Rode mics into that equipment. So 2 of those little adapters. And what else microphone wise? I believe, oh, there's the extension cable too, which I'm using now, so when I'm close to the camera I can plug the lavalier mic in and not be like right up on the camera. So that's handy. What's next? Tripods. So I have 2 tripods, one that I'm using here. You can look at that right now. And that is like a selfie stick with tripod legs that extends up to about 6 feet, nearly 5-6 feet. And that's invaluable. Obviously I'm using it right now. And I can plug my GoPro, pop my GoPro or the phone into it. And then I also have this little bendy guy, and this will wrap around anything It is also waterproof, so I can put the GoPro on here and go swimming and whatnot. So this allows me to set up 2 cameras with tripods at the same time, and just gives me plenty of options. And I'll link to some of these on Amazon. The exact ones I use aren't on Amazon anymore, but there's a couple other ones that you might like that I actually might get it someday. They might even be better than these, but these work pretty well. Alrighty. Where's the light? Got the light too. I don't use this too often. But it's a little light when things are dark. And like I said, I don't use it too often. And if I find that I'm not using it enough, I might get rid of it. But this is Ulanzi. It's pretty good. If I was better with lighting and stuff, I would probably use it more. But like I said, it's handy. It's got multiple settings. I would say if I had to get rid of one thing right now, I'd get rid of this, but I'm learning bit by bit. All right, so computing. This is the Microsoft Surface Go. This is awesome. I really like it. They came out with a new one of these too. This is Microsoft Surface Go 2. This runs Windows. It is technically a tablet. The keyboard pops off and it becomes just a tablet. But it runs full Windows, and I'm actually able to edit 4K video in Adobe Premiere. If you get on YouTube, where you are right now, and you search for people trying to run Adobe Premiere on the Surface Go, you'll get mixed results. Some people find it works, some people don't. It works. You just need to tweak your settings a little bit, and to me this is pretty much the smallest way I can run Windows and edit my video, edit my podcast with Cubase, obviously do all my writing. I love it. And the Surface Go 2 has an even better processor, so if I could get that one, I would. And if you don't have anything and you're thinking of getting something, take a look at that. One of the smallest things you can put in your backpack. That's actually pretty awesome. We'll get the job done. Additionally, I have this 1 terabyte SSD hard drive. This is obviously for storing a lot of my big video files, but also when I'm running Adobe Premiere, I can run the files off of this instead of the hard drive built in itself, which lets Adobe Premiere run a little faster. So maybe those people on YouTube trying to make Adobe Premiere work with that and it's not working for them, if they're running off a SSD, it'd be a little bit better. And this is just the USB-C cable that runs to it. Additionally, I have this little adapter cable for the Surface. So you'll see that it only has a headphone input, a USB-C, and then the proprietary Microsoft Surface Power. You can charge this by USB-C, but if I'm doing that, then I can't have the hard drive plugged in. And I didn't want to carry the power cord that came with it because it's just one more power cord. So I just got this little adapter. It allows me to pop in here and then use my existing USB-C cable to my charger, which I'm about to show you. So just a handy little thing if you end up getting a Surface. It works well. Let's get into power. Oh, forgot one little thing. Microphone wise, this is the pop filter that I use with the Samson Go Mic. And this just means, or allows me to say words like pah, pah, without the plosives. So it's just a stocking and a little piece of carbon fiber scrap. Pretty simple little deal. And power. Okay. So start with this little power brick bank, 10,000 milliamps. They're about. It's a Morphe Power Station PD XL. At the time that I got it, it was the smallest 10,000 milliamp fast charging power bank I could find. It's way cheaper now for some reason on Amazon. I think it was like 18 bucks. I mean, who knows? By the time you watch this video and the way prices change, super cheap. If you know a smaller, lighter 10,000 milliamp that does fast charging, leave it in the comments, but this is the best one that I could find. And with all these little gizmos, you know, between the drones, the controls, the GoPro, the phone, the Surface, it's nice to be able to charge on the go, when possible. So this allows me to do it. I can charge my phone 2 or 3 times with this. I can charge the GoPro several times with this. So pretty handy to have. And it's a USB-C and a USB-A that I can charge with. But most of my stuff is USB-C. I try to keep it that way. I also have an extra battery for the GoPro, dedicated battery. Very good to have. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a couple. Didn't show you this. Just a lens cloth for GoPro. Got that too. And since we're into power, this is my outlet charger. And it's this, again, the smallest one I could find that is powerful enough to run the Surface Go and everything else I have. It's got multiple outputs as well, which is really nice. I used to have a a significantly smaller charger, but it just had one USB-C output, and it wasn't powerful enough to run the Surface Go using that adapter. So this is, and with the 3 outputs, that means I can just plug into one, and I got 2 USB-C and a USB-A, so I can charge the tablet, my phone, and the drone all at the same time and be switching things out just using one outlet. So I'll put a link, I forget the name of this one, but I'll put a link to it in the description because did a little research, and this was, like I said, the smallest one. Capable of doing everything, and it folds, which is nice, so if I need to chuck it in my pocket, I can do that. I've got one long USB-C to USB-C cord. I think this is probably 6 feet. There's 2 USB-Cs at the end, so this is my main go-to cord when I'm charging my phone or anything else. It's pretty handy. I've got a smaller USB-C to USB-C cord, and I'll just plug in. So I might have this plugged into my phone that I'm using or my laptop, and this plugged into the GoPro. And this cord came with the drone, the Mavic Mini, which uses micro USB. So that too, I can have that plugged in there, and then this plugged into the drone or the controller. Into the adapters now, I have a USB-C to micro USB, so if I need to charge the controller and the drone at the same time, I can pop this on here, and all of a sudden that becomes micro USB. Boom. That's easy. I also have this little adapter. This is female USB-C to a full USB. This is handy if I want to plug this into here and then actually use the from the hard drive, that USB-C to USB-C cable as well, and then from this one outlet I can charge 3 of my USB-C devices all at once. So that's what that adapter comes in handy for, and some other random stuff too. Last adapter I have is kind of like an OTG. This is a USB-C male to USB female, and this allows me to kind of do the opposite if I need to, or I can plug it into my phone or my tablet and then plug any kind of USB peripheral into there if need be. So that's that. I'm down to the last couple things. Here we go. So I've got this is the car charger. So I'm hitchhiking or whatever, I can just pop that in. It's the smallest USB-C I could find, and just happen to have a USB-A output as well, so that allows me to charge 2 things in one car. And finally, these international adapters. So when I'm traveling, this is good for Middle East, Africa, Asia, Europe, most of Europe, a lot of Europe. And this one is good for Australia, New Zealand, I believe, and Japan. There it is. And headphones, of course. Headphones, good for everything. Little earbud headphones, as small as I can get. And that is, I believe, everything. Nailed it. So that all packs up pretty good. And I can make videos like this on the go. I can make videos while I'm walking, talking, doing anything, podcast. And yeah, it's ever evolving. So as things change, maybe I'll put up another video. But if you have suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments. I am up for anything. Obviously, there's things that just require money. Upgrades, like I said, I have the Hero 8, there's the Hero 9, I have the Mini, there's the Mini 2, I have the Surface, there's the Surface 2. But if you just have a different paradigm or way you do things that will save weight, save money, save space, put it in the comments. Let us know. Alright, you guys, hope that's covering everything. If you want to see a video of just everything that I pack, including where all this goes in my backpack, I'll put that in the description, or it's popping up right here. And you'll see everything that I just pulled out, but how it's actually packed in my backpack. And that's it. All right. Good times, everybody. Happy travels, happy videos, happy podcasting. I will see you down the road.